नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंदा. Enunciating text 32, text 33, text 34 and text 35 of chapter 12, creation of the Kumaras and others of third canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 32. तस्मै नमो भगवते य इदं स्वेन रोचिषा आत्मस्थम व्यञ्जयामास स धर्मम पातुमर्हति. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead who, by his own effulgence, while situated in himself, has manifested this cosmos. May he also protect religion for all goodness. Lust for sexual intercourse is so strong that it appears herein that Brahma could not be dissuaded from his determination in spite of the appeal of his great sons like Marichi. Therefore, the great sons began to pray to the Supreme Lord for the good sense of Brahma. It is only by the grace of the Supreme Lord that one can be protected from the allurement of lusty material desires. The Lord gives protection to devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental loving service, and by his causeless mercy, he forgives the accidental fall of a devotee. Therefore, sages like Marichi prayed for the mercy of the Lord, and their prayer was fruitful. Text 33. Sa itham grunatah putran puro दृष्ट्वा प्रजापतिं प्रजापतिपतिस्तन्वं तत्याज वृडितस्तदा तामदिशो जगृहुर घोरां निहारं यदविदुस्तमः. The father of all Prajapatis, Brahma, thus seeing all his Prajapati sons speaking in that way, became very much ashamed and at once gave up his body he had accepted. Later that body appeared in all directions as the dangerous fog in darkness. The best way to contemplate for one's sinful acts is to give up one's body at once, and Brahma, the leader of the living entities, showed this by his personal example. Brahma has a fabulous duration of life, but he was obliged to give up his body due to his grievous sin, even though he had merely contemplated it in his mind without having actually done it. This is a lesson for all living entities, showing how sinful an act it is to indulge in unrestricted sex life. Even to think of abominable sex life is sinful, and to contemplate for such sinful acts, one has to give up his body. In other words, one's duration of life, blessings, opulence, etc. are decreased by sinful acts, and the most dangerous type of sinful act is unrestricted sex. Ignorance is the cause of sinful life, or sinful life is the cause of gross ignorance. The feature of ignorance is darkness or fog. Darkness or fog still covers the whole universe, and the sun is the only counteracting principle. One who takes shelter of the Lord, the perpetual light, has no fear of being annihilated in the darkness of fog or ignorance. Text 34. कदाचिद ध्यायतः स्रष्टुर्वेदा आसंश चतुर्मुखात् कथं स्रक्ष्याम्यहं लोकान् समवेतान् यथा पुरा. Once upon a time, when Brahma was thinking of how to create the worlds, as in the past millennium, the four Vedas, which contain all varieties of knowledge, became manifested from his four mouths. As fire can be consumed by anything and everything without being contaminated, so by the grace of the Lord, the fire of Brahma's greatness consumed his desire for the sinful act of sex with his daughter. The Vedas are the source of all knowledge, and they were first revealed to Brahma by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. While Brahma was thinking of recreating the material world, Brahma is powerful by dint of his devotional service, and the Lord is always ready to forgive his devotee if by chance he falls down from the noble path of devotional service. The Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.42 confirms this as follows. Swapadam moolam bhajatah priyasya tyaktwanya bhavasya hariha pareshah vikarma yacha चोत्पतितं कथांचिद धूनोति सर्वं हृदि सन्निविष्टः. Any person who is engaged 100% in the transcendental loving service of the Lord at his lotus feet is very dear to the personality of Godhead Hari, and the Lord being situated in the heart of the devotee excuses all kinds of sins committed by chance. It was never expected that a great personality like Brahma would ever think of sex indulgence with his daughter. The example shown by Brahma only suggests that the power of material nature is so strong that it can act upon everyone, even Brahma. Brahma was saved by the mercy of the Lord with a little punishment, but by the grace of the Lord, he did not lose his prestige as the great Brahma. Text 35. Chaturhotram karma tantra mupa veda na yaiha saha dharmasya padasha chatvarasa tathaivashrama vrittayah. The four principles of paraphernalia for conducting the fire sacrifice became manifest. The performer, the chanter, the offerer, the fire, and the action performed in terms of the supplementary Vedas. Also, the four principles of religiosity, truth, austerity, mercy, and cleanliness, and the duties in the four social orders all became manifest. Eating, sleeping, defending, and mating are the four principles of material bodily demands, which are common to both the animals and human society. To distinguish the human society from the animals, there is the performance of religious activities in terms of the social statuses and orders of life. They are all clearly mentioned in the Vedic literatures and were manifested by Brahma when the four Vedas were generated from his four mouths. Thus, the duties of humankind in terms of the statuses and social orders were established to be observed by the civilized man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.